Hey guys! Today I'm going to talk to you about the New Zealand Working Holiday Scheme visa. This is a visa that New Zealand allows for people aged 18 to 30. In some cases it's 18 to 35. Just look up your particular country. And it allows you to work and travel in New Zealand for up to 1 year. Now, if you're from the UK, then you can get up to 23 months. To get it, you just apply online. I'll leave the link in the description. Each country, it's a little bit different. For some countries, there is an application date and time that the applications are open, and they only allow in a certain amount of people from the country. So just look up your country and see what the rules are. For the United States, where I'm from, the application window time was just open, and actually the cost was free, which is amazing. So it's like a whole year to be here and it was free, which is crazy. Again, every country is going to be different though, so just look up yours. They recommend that you are outside of the country when you apply, and if you are outside of the country, it will take about 5 days to process. If you're in the country already though, it may take up to 4 weeks for processing. So I do recommend that you apply when you're outside of the country. Once you get the visa, you have up to a year to enter the country. If the age bracket is 18 to 30, you have until your 31st birthday to enter the country. So just make sure you come, and then you can be here while you're 31, no problem. So what you'll need to enter the country, make sure your passport is valid for at least a year, so no problems there. When you go to the airport to get on your flight to New Zealand, they are most likely going to want to check your visa information, so just have it printed out, ready to go. That's what I did, and it was really easy. They also say that you need to either have a return ticket already booked or enough money to prove that you can have a return ticket. Also enough money to live on, so they say $350 a month or $4,200 for 12 months. Just be prepared for that. Either have proof of your return ticket or have copies of your bank statement. When I first came to this country, I did not have a return ticket, but I did have enough money in my bank. And I had printouts of my statements. However, they did not ask to look at those. So I don't know, I think it's better to have it just in case. You never know, you don't want to have to get stuck up in customs. Just have it in case. Have everything printed out nice and organized, and you'll be good to go. Coming to the country, where will you live? What will you do? I recommend, if you've never been here before, then just to kind of travel around the country for a little bit first and see where you like. Look for jobs, kind of get a feel for what's available and what's out there. It is a working holiday visa, so as much as it is that you want to be able to work, it's also a holiday, so you want to travel and explore and see the country. It's just a good reason to come do that. So what I first did is I came to the country last year, traveled around 2 months, then I left, and then I came back. And now the working holiday visa is good like that. You can leave and come back as many times as you want within the year, so you're good to go. If you want to work, you'll need 2 things, an IRD number and a bank account. So I might recommend getting that straight away just so you're set up, and if you find a job, you're ready to go. I went with Kiwi Bank. It was very easy. Now you will need to bring a copy of your visa information with you, and you will probably have to set up an appointment. That's what I did. And actually, while I was there applying for the bank account, they were like, oh, do you have an IRD number yet? And I said no, and they said, okay, just fill out this form and we'll send in all that information for you, and then you'll get your IRD number. So it was so easy. Just in one visit to the bank, I got my bank account and my IRD number. The IRD number came in the mail a couple of weeks later, and also got an email with it as well. For jobs, I recommend looking on Trade Me or Seek. Those are some good job sites. Most of the jobs that will be available are hospitality jobs. There are also going to be some outdoors jobs. Some people like to work at the ski fields in the winter. I'd recommend, if you're looking for that kind of job, look early and secure it, because a lot of people apply for those type of jobs. The minimum wage right now is $14.75 New Zealand dollars an hour, though on April 1st, 2017, it'll be raised to $15.25. Yeah, so it's pretty good. If you live pretty cheaply, you should be able to save some money. Another thing to do if you don't know where you want to live or where you want to work, when you first get to the country, hostels are a very good source of information. Hostels in any big city have job boards and all of this stuff, and there will be so many people there also doing the exact same thing that you can just talk to them, see what's worked for them. When you're looking for a job, I'd recommend having a New Zealand telephone number to put on your application. That will just help you out, and they'll know that you're serious about being here. I'd recommend having a phone that's unlocked, and then when you get here, get a SIM card. Most of the plans here you can do like month to month, or just top them up when your data gets low. Another thing to think about is what time of year you're coming. The summer here is the busiest months, and so more places will probably be hiring during that time. And they'll probably be hiring a little bit before summer to get ready for the summer rush. some places like Queenstown will be very busy. How I ended up getting a job here was there's a restaurant very close to where I live and they had just put up a sign, help wanted, and I went in. Most of the other people that work at the restaurant I work at are on working holiday visas as well. So that's pretty cool, just meeting people from all over the world. Also, you should check, but some countries have caps on how long you can work at a job. So I've heard of some countries you can only work at a job here for 3 months. Some countries it's 6 months. It just kind of depends where you're from, so just look into the rules. Finding an apartment or a place to live, I'd also recommend Trade Me. It's kind of just like a Craigslist, has a little bit of everything. A lot of people ask why I moved to Christchurch, and just the honest answer is, when I first came to the country about a year ago and traveled around, I ended up meeting a nice Kiwi fella. And then, so when I came back, I knew I wanted to be with him. He had gotten a job in Christchurch, so I also decided to move to Christchurch, and that's how I decided where I was gonna live. And he was moving here at the same time, so we looked for an apartment together and ended up finding a place together and signing the lease together and all of that. The apartment was already furnished, so super easy. That's good. I'd recommend looking for places like that. We ended up getting a pretty sweet deal because the building still needs earthquake repairs, and well, it's perfectly safe to live in and be in, but there are some cracks on the wall and all of that, but it's okay, adds extra character, and I appreciate the savings, so. But Christchurch is a cool place. I do think it was a little bit harder to get a job here than maybe some other tourist-heavy destinations. But it is nice, there's a lot to do around here and all of that. Overall, New Zealand is a wonderful country. There's so much to see here. If you have the opportunity, I'd really recommend coming and doing a working holiday visa here because it's such a good way to see the country and learn about a different culture and meet new people, and there's just so much to do here. I have a ton of videos about New Zealand and travel tips to New Zealand, so definitely check those out if you're interested in coming here. Oh, and if you're interested in the Australian working holiday visa, I did that last year and have a video about that. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe for more videos from me, and good luck with everything and happy travels. Bye!